are back as we wrap up the pregame show here from St. Christine's Field. Mark Means, Matt Epps with you, City View Sportscast, iMedia One Network, the opening game in the Tri-Point Football League Tier 2 action. The Stark County Wolfpack face the Mahoning Valley Federals here in Youngstown. And always, Matt, week one jitters.
Oh, huge butterflies with these guys. And trust me, they had them last week against the Gladiators. That was the first time all year since they started practicing together that they were getting to hit someone else other than their teammates. But this one matters. This is for, the win. This is for a record. So the butterflies are 3 times as big today.
9 games played in a regular season over a 10-week season. The league takes the 4th of July weekend off, which we have seen, whether it's the Tri-Point or the GDFL. That's something traditionally done in this area for semi-pro football.
Yeah, and again, everybody that's new to this, just like I am at least, I called that Erie Express game years ago, but that's it. That's my...
And we'll be going there in a few weeks.
We will be. Yeah, that'll be cool to see again, but... this is new to probably 95% of our listeners out there. So you're going to see a lot of new types of things that you're not used to, but you'll get used to it as well in the coming weeks.
When it comes to the timing, majority of the rules, if you're an NFL fan, you'll understand the majority of the way things are called here in the Tri-Point Football League.
Yeah, they go by how the NFL does it. So if you're watching the NFL on Sundays, the majority of it they do.
And if the NFL makes a change going into a season, the semi-pro leagues usually follow the following year. So we have the captains for both teams out at midfield going over the rules with our officiating crew just to the 45 side of the field, which is right about where we are lined up in the press box. Good crowd filing in. Wasn't a lot of spots to park when we made our way in a couple hours before game time.
No, I was surprised we were pulling in. They had church that had just ended at St. Christine's right before we pulled in, and I thought that's where the majority of these cars were for. No, they're for the people that are here watching this game. There is a good audience here.
Trying to get the call, so the Wolfpack won the toss. They have deferred, so the Federals, Matt, will have their offense on the field first to start this afternoon's game.
Well, obviously these guys scout each other. They get to watch films from the previous week. They saw how the offense played last week against the Gladiators. They obviously have a high thought of their defense, so to speak, for the Wolfpack. So they're going to put that O on the field and try and get a 3-and-out for the black and the green.
And, of course, this is the first meeting between these two teams. They did not play last year. As this is the first game in the Tier 2. And, of course, now there will be one non-Tier 2 game for the Federals this year with the team we are very familiar with, as they will face here the Cleveland Cobras out of Tier 1 in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. We're going to have kind of a dueling kind of broadcast fight here in the press box with Jim Craven and Coach Bob Gessler.
We might just have to put those guys in the stands.
Yeah, this is our spot here. We'll push them in. But it'll be fun. It'll really be cool to get both of us here to call the games. That'll be the first time we've ever done something like that.
Right, that'll be the doubleheader. You'll have the Federals perspective. Matt and I will be together for that one, and you have Jim Craven and Coach Gessler who are calling the Cobras game tonight. That is a 7 o'clock kickoff over on Western Reserve Radio, and we are ready for week one to begin for the Federals. So they are going to drop 2 men back deep in the middle. That looks like Miguel Burgess, number 11. We'll also play some defensive back and some quarterback. And he's flanked by 2 returners on each side. And we've got the kicker lined up for the Stark County Wolfpack. That is Caden Billman, number 40, who handles the kicking duties for the Wolfpack. And just getting everybody situated in the proper position as we are just about ready to get this game underway. And the Federal is going to do a late substitution, get one more player out on the field. That's Ryan Raystor, the running back out of Warren Harding. So Billman has the ball teed up on the 35-yard line. Both teams are set. And we are underway. Short end-over-end kick going to be fielded on a hop across the 25-30 and down near the 32-yard line. That's Brett Widener, number 17, out of Campbell Memorial High School, on the return for the Federals that will start with the football going left to right.
Yeah, good job, heads-up play, getting on the ball, getting some extra yards, giving the offense a little more room down the field.
So they'll have good field position to begin the opening drive. Warmest day of the week, but no rain, so we will take it for week one because, it's only going to get warmer as the weeks go on.
Yeah, and I'm loving where we're standing. We're getting a nice breeze from the door being open and these windows open in the press box.
Winds blowing right to left, Federals going left to right. They will break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage, led by Nick Colwell, who is the center wearing number 53. And they will wind the clock, and we wait for the Federals to come to the line of scrimmage. So here come the Federals to the line of scrimmage. They're going to set up with the quarterback, DiMatteo, working out of the shotgun, running backs to his right and left. Single receivers to each side, tight end flanked off the line of scrimmage. DiMatteo to throw it on first down. Going to take a timing shot downfield just over the head of his intended target, streaking downfield. That was number 1, Ezeal Brown, out of Liberty High School. The intended target is second down and 10.
Good job by the offensive line for the black and the green. Number 76, the starting guard, Noah Lee, did a great job there keeping that penetration from getting through.
DiMatteo to the sideline, gets the play call on second down and 10 for the Federals. They will start from right at the 30-yard line. They will break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. DiMatteo, 2 running backs on his right and left. And the receiver comes from the left to the right side in motion. He'll set a right side slot. Second down and 10. DiMatteo to throw it again. Goes underneath. Receiver makes the catch out of the backfield. He'll twist this way, but he's going to lose a couple of yards. That is number 10, Jasir Graham, out of Warren Harding on the reception. He's going to lose about 3, Matt. Bring up a third down and 13.
Yeah, that's something that they had to work on this past week from last week. So they obviously need to work on a little bit more. But, this is the first series of the game. You got to throw a little bit of this and that out there to see what's going to work. But it's good to see these different schools' names getting called as these plays go.
Third down and 13 for the Federals. Opening drive, 14-14 on the opening quarter clock on the Klinger Trailer. First quarter action here from St. Christine Field. DiMatteo going to send single receivers out to each side. Now he'll empty the complete backfield. He'll send everybody out. And now we've got a whistle. That is going to stop play, and that is going to be a Federals timeout with 13:58 to play here in the opening quarter. We'll keep it right here, and it's been one of those starts where so far, through the first couple of plays, they've given DiMatteo time to throw the football.
Yeah, the offensive line has definitely shown that they listened to what the problems were after that Gladiator game last week. They're showing improvement immediately off the bat, and if they can keep improving as this game goes, they could start to wear down that defensive line for the Wolfpack.
So off that first timeout used by the Federals, just under 14 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Wolfpack won the toss. They deferred, so the Federals got the football to start things off in low to mid 80s this afternoon, and of course the Federals in the home black jerseys, black pants, black jerseys, green trim, white names and numbers on the back, and the Wolfpack white pants, white jerseys, red numbers with red trim, and Always got to have good, sharp look when you're on the field.
Black is my favorite color, and of course, again, I went to Erskine, so seeing that green out there doesn't hurt. But with the sun beating down, it's definitely going to affect you more than the white.
So it's 3rd and 13 for the Federals. They'll have split backs with the quarterback, DiMatteo. He will look to throw. They'll roll to the outside. Eyes downfield. He's going to be hit. He's going to be pressured, and he's going to go down back near the 25-yard line. This is going to bring up a 4th down and long. Punting situation coming up for the Federals.
Great job by some of those Wolfpack players. You had number 11, Culbertson, and number 0, if I can find him, Hopkins. They did a great job. Number 69 was also on that play. Let's give him a little bit of love if I can find him. Garibrant, K. Garibrant.
So 4th down and long for the Federals. Looks like that will be Chris Williams, number 4, to handle the punting duties. Single returner back deep for the Wolfpack, standing at his 35-yard line. Clock at 13:13. Play clock rolling down. Takes the snap. It's the kick blocked as it rolls back a few yards. And the Wolfpack are going to fall on that football. And they're going to have the ball inside the 10-yard line as one of the defenders came through, was able to break up that play.
That was another great play, 2 times in a row by number 69, K. Garibrant for the Wolfpack. He's playing left defensive end, doing a great job.
Quarterback is DeAndre Black for the Wolfpack. Jaquan Smiley is their starting tailback. It'll be Vance, Filey, and Benson. They're starting 3 wide receivers. They go about 9 deep on their depth chart at the wide receiver position.
Well, that's definitely good for them if anybody goes down with injury.
So Wolfpack coming to the line of scrimmage. Right at the 10-yard line. They'll have trips to the right, single receiver to the left side. Smiley is the single back behind DeAndre Black, the quarterback, who works out of the pistol. He'll send the slot receiver in motion from right to left. Now he'll misdirect and head back to the right side. Black takes the snap, stands in the pocket, goes underneath, and that ball deflected and incomplete. One of the Federal linebackers dropping back in coverage got a hand on that and knocked the ball away.
Yeah, I can't see the numbers from here. I think it's number 80 possibly for the Wolfpack. Yeah, no, it's not. I'm sorry. I think that's Gage Joliet, number 86.
So 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped. 13 minutes exactly to play in the opening quarter. No score. 2nd and goal for the Wolfpack from the 10-yard line. Then trips to the right. Single receiver to the left side. Smiley is the tailback behind DeAndre Black, the quarterback. Claps, takes the low snap, try to flip it to the outside. That pass bounced on the turf, call that incomplete, and a nice good push up the middle forced that bad snap.
Yeah, the defensive line giving some good penetration against a much bigger offensive line. There are some big humans for that Wolfpack out there.
So it'll bring up a 3rd down and goal from the 10-yard line. 12:56 to play here in this opening quarter. 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. Wolfpack coming to the line of scrimmage. They'll flip the formation, single receiver to the right, trips to the left side. Running back Smiley now is to the right of the quarterback. Black sends the slot receiver in motion, play fake to him. Pressured as he throws, he got tackled by his own teammate. One of the offensive linemen was down on the turf. The back fell into him. It's going to bring up a 4th down and goal after about a 3-yard gain, so call it 4th and goal from about the 7-yard line.
Good job by number 8, George Freeman Jr. out of Glenville in Cleveland. Did a good job on that play.
Yeah, that program has produced countless NFL players.
You know what's funny is years ago they were a doormat in the Northeast Ohio football. They just were year in, year out a losing program, and then they just turned it around.
You think about Troy Smith, Dante Whitner, just to name a few. Ted Ginn Jr.
Oh, yeah.
So 4th and goal for the Wolfpack. Black takes another low snap, picks it up. He'll try to run out of there. Gonna look downfield, throws underneath, pass caught to the corner, pylon, and no call yet. They're going to say he went out of bounds at the 1 yard line, so the Federals will hold 4 times, Matt, at the 10-yard line after the block punt. They'll have the ball going the other way, but facing 99 yards in front of them.
Great job by the defense. They show that they learned from the mistakes that they made last week against the Gladiators. They came out to play with their backs against the wall, and they did not break.
So, DiMatteo and the Federals offense back out onto the field. 12:27 to play in the opening quarter, no score. And we've seen the majority of this first quarter all played off to our left so far.
Yeah, and if they could get a little bit of movement out of that offense, they could hopefully get a few points on the board. This could be one of those defensive matchups until the end of the game.
Graham and Royster are the 2 split backs in the backfield. DiMatteo going to work out of a short pistol in the end zone with single receivers to each side. He's going to hand the ball off to his running back, who's able to just push a little forward. Did that ball come loose into the end zone? It's a touchdown for the Wolfpack. The ball popped loose. One of them falls on it in the end zone. And the turnover cost the Federals 6 early on.
Yeah, that's one of the things that happened last week for the offense is they turned the ball over 3 or 4 times. They've got to quell that immediately or this could get out of control quick. It's a shame because their defense just played absolutely lights out. They bent but not broke, and then their offense unfortunately turned it over. They had a lot of guys there on the ball punching at him. He was one guy against maybe 6 in white.
So Billman's going to line up to attempt the extra point for the Wolfpack. He handles all the kicking duties for them. Punts, kicks off. You can tell someone's been practicing at this end, kicking extra points. The sod really worn away right there where they'll line up for the extra point.
Yeah, definitely can see it.
High snap off to the outside. They get the extra point down, and I'm going to say no good. So 12:20 to play in the opening quarter. Wolfpack strike first on a fumble recovery for a touchdown. We'll take a quick timeout. Come back and listen to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Federals turn it over, turns into 6 points for the Wolfpack. And now the Federal get the football back. And over and kick. This is a short one. They'll run up on it across the 15. Outside to the 20-yard line. Getting the block. Turns the corner. And he is going to be driven back right near the 30-yard line. That was one block net away from a big return for the Federals.
Yeah, and that was a great job by, I believe, number 80. Let's see, 85, Jay Stateman for the Wolfpack. He made a nice open field tackle. They got some good defenders on that white team.
So 1st and 10, second possession of this opening quarter for the Federals, trailing the Stark County Wolfpack 6-0 here in week 1 of the Tri-Point Football League Tier 2 action.
Definitely got to get that offense moving, get some points on the board if they want to stay in this game.
So this drive, Mateo going to go up under center, eye in the backfield, single receiver. They're going to turn, hand it off to the running back who hits the hole, and he's going to be pushed back at the initial point of contact. Might have lost a couple of yards. That's Ryan Royster, the running back out of Warren Harding, on the carry. And we're going to call it 2nd down and 10, no gain on the play.
Let's see, I believe that was number 33 for the Wolfpack. I'm sorry, my bad. S. Moore, number 37 for the Wolfpack. They have a little bit harder numbers to read than the Federals do.
So 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Federals to go left to right here in the opening quarter. Jazeel Graham, the running back, wearing number 10, with 2 backs behind DiMatteo. Going to send the fullback in motion in front of him. DiMatteo has the ball pop in the air in his hands. He's able to fall on the ball as he's going to be driven back for a big loss as that defense for the Wolfpack coming up to make the stop.
That was M. Ashland, number 31 for the Wolfpack there, Mark.
That little bobble throws that whole rhythm of the offense off.
And they're responding real quick. They have good penetration and good pursuit for the Wolfpack right now. That offense, as was the number 1 problem last week for them, is really kind of struggling at the moment.
3rd and 15 for the Federals as they come to the line of scrimmage. 11 minutes on the opening quarter clock. Federals going to send single receivers to each side, split backs in the backfield with DiMatteo between them on 3rd down and 15. Takes the snap, 2-step drop, rolling to the outside, pressure from the backside as he fires downfield. Pass was deflected and almost caught downfield by one of the Federals who had made his way downfield. Anthony Harris, the tight end, almost got a gift, but it got knocked away and incomplete. It brings up 4th and 15, and the Wolfpack are doing push-ups on the field.
I'm going to tell you what, number 69, Kay Garabrand, the defensive end for the Wolfpack, is having an amazing game.
See if they can give Williams just a little bit more time to get this ball away. Single returner back at his 35-yard line for the Wolfpack. Creep up to about the 36-yard line. And now we're going to get flags. And we're going to get our first penalty of the evening. It's going to be offsides on the Wolfpack, Matt. That'll give the Federals 5 and bring up 4th and 10.
Hey, get anything that you can take, and if you move it a little bit ahead, hopefully they can take that penalty, get something positive moving, and maybe get a few points on the board.
So Williams to punt now on 4th down and 10. Low snap, gets this one away though. Nice end-over-end kick, got away clean. This is going to be touched down by one of the special teams members for the Federals downfield. So that was 88 Dalton Stout, who also plays some linebacker down there to down the football. I have so many papers going right now. I don't know which end is up, Matt. Game 1 for everybody.
Want to say hi to everybody that's listening on CityView Sportscast, found on WesternReserveRadio.com. Also, we have listeners on SMP Sports on YouTube and Facebook watching the video and listening to our audio. And just want to tell everyone, thank you for being here.
Black going to work out of the pistol. Sidecar running back. 1 to the right. 3 to the left side. And we've got a flag. before the snap of the football. And
you know what I like about the Wolfpack? Whenever they get a penalty, they jump down, they get push-ups going. I like that mentality.
So I don't know if I'd be able to get back up after attempting that first push-up. I'd be checking out of the game. Coach, I'm done. I got one push-up in. Thanks. So 1st and 15 as they back the ball up for the Wolfpack.
They got a big line.
Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left side. Smiley is the running back. Black claps, gives the ball to Smiley, who runs into a host of Federals defenders there to swallow him up and try to get some second and third effort. We got some pushing, some shoving, some helmets flying. Now we got a flag.
Yeah, there it goes right there. And good job by number 88, Dalton Stout. He was the first guy to the running back. He never let go of his leg.
So that's about a 4-yard gain. Now we'll sort out the penalty. Dead ball, personal foul on the Wolfpack. Dead ball, personal foul on the Federals, so they will offset those. And it's going to bring up now 2nd down and about 11 yards to go.
Well, the defense definitely has everything in their favor right now. They could pin their ears back right now, blitz, and maybe get another, big play, get the ball back, get some good field position.
Twins to the right, single receiver left side, tight end to the right side of the formation. Black claps, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, goes underneath with a tunnel screen. That ball is going to be dropped in incomplete. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long now for the Wolfpack.
Hey, good job by the D. They're putting good penetration and good pressure. Now the offense is going to be able to get some good field position and hopefully this time some points on the board.
And I have that balance defensively between pinning your ears back and going for it, but also not getting beat over the top when you do that.
Yeah, definitely. And one of the mistakes they made defensively last week is they were getting upfield too often. They were getting run underneath.
Single receiver to the right, trips to the left side. Black overlooks the defense. Running back moves to the opposite side. Black back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Going to take that shot downfield. Has a man out there and threw his arms and incomplete. As they went downfield looking for Trayon Vance, their number 1 wide receiver. And falls incomplete and brings up a 4th and long.
Yeah, he definitely had a couple steps on their defensive back. He was smacking his chest out there. He knows that was on him. So if he can just make, a little change in how he's doing it, don't make that mistake again because next time they could catch it.
So the incompletion brings up 4th down. 7:24 to play in this opening quarter. A 7-0 lead for the Wolfpack. So Caden Billman will punt the ball away. Twin returners back for the Federals. It's Miguel Burgess, number 11, one of the 2 back deep. This is a high wobbling kick that's going to take a Wolfpack roll and be down right about the 26-yard line. And possession number 3 for the Federals here in this opening quarter coming up, Matt.
And we got to see if they can get it moving. The defensive line for the Wolfpack has really owned this game thus far. They've got to get some hats on number 69, K. Bear. Let's see, what's his name again? I want to get it right. I don't want to mispronounce it. It is Garabrandt, K. Garabrandt, number 69. He has not been able to be stopped by that O-line. They put 2 guys on him. Maybe they'll get the ball moving a little bit.
Right. Not the biggest guy out there either.
No.
Playing on that defensive front, but we've seen football change where ends are more about speed than they are about size.
Oh, he's really quick.
DeMatteis sends the tight end in motion. Going to toss it to the running back. That's Graham trying to turn the corner. And Graham able to drive ahead for about 3 yards, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, Jazier Graham from Harding, he put his head down and put a nice hit on that defender. I like when you have those running backs who know they're about to get tackled, but they put a hit of their own on those defenders. They make them think.
Make them think about coming to make that tackle the second, third, fourth time. You kind of start shying away from the punishment.
Yeah. Yep.
So second down. And just about 7 for the Federals. 6:10 to play in the opening quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side. Split backs in the backfield. DiMatteo to throw. Swings it out. Receiver makes the catch in the flat. Got a nice block. Able to step through a tackle. And he's about a yard shy of the first down. And on that reception, that's Brown, number 1, Ezeal Brown, who goes both ways. Will play some slot and some safety for the Federals.
And he got a help from another two-way player, Ryan Royster from Warren Harding. Another Harding guy got a great block out there for him, got a couple extra yards.
Yeah, if you're looking for players, that's one of the elite programs in the Valley.
New coaching staff next year, Eric Ongaro back, and a whole bunch of other guys. Eric's going to be doing the defense there. It's going to be exciting to see.
So 3rd down and 2 for the Federals. Trips to the right. Twins to the left. DiMatteo's going to keep. Has the first down right up the middle and all the way out to the 45-yard line. That is a great call. On the offensive side, no one filling the middle from the linebacker spot, and an easy first down for the Federals.
Easy first down. Great job by tackle Zach Garrett from Springfield. He graduated in 2018. He had a great block, and also number 55, Christopher Mackey from Struthers, the guard nose tackle.
1st and 10 for the Federals out to their 45-yard line. DiMatteo in the pistol, split backs behind him. Going to toss the ball to Graham, run into the short side, lowers the helmet again, and he's going to have a nice gain of about 3 or 4 yards. And you can just see a little bit of rhythm starting to take into this offense in this 3rd possession.
Yeah, the offensive line, they're getting underneath those pads. They're starting to open up some holes. You get a little bit of pride going. You get those guys knowing that they can play with this team. They're going to start putting some points up.
And I love the toss play because it gives the back, when they get to the outside, to use that vision, pick the gap he wants to hit, and go upfield.
Yeah, and they definitely have the athletes that once they find that hole, if they can hit it, they're going to get some yards.
Federal's going to go trips to the right, single receiver to the left side, single back in the backfield with DiMatteo, the quarterback. DiMatteo drops back to throw. Has time. Eyes downfield. Going to go underneath. That pass is caught. First down and more in the Wolfpack territory and all the way down near the 35-yard line. That's big number 1, Ezeal Brown, the wide receiver, making the play, and it's a great throw by DiMatteo on the run.
Yeah, the Liberty Leopard did a great job, and he also did a great job holding on to that ball because they're trying to strip it, and that's where they messed up last week against the Gladiators. They were knocking those balls out last week. Tonight they're holding on to at least it right there.
First trip into Wolfpack territory to their 35-yard line. 2 backs behind DiMatteo, single receivers to each side, tight end off the line to the right. Wolfpack showing blitz. They will give it to the running back who broke through a wave of tacklers, bounces to the outside, has blocks inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. And that is a new running back. That is Robert Smith getting the carry, and a big run for the Federals.
And, they got some really good penetration from A. Culbertson, and the linebacker for the Wolfpack, but he bounced and threw a juke, and he hit the outside, and he was gone. Great job from the offense. Now they're starting to get their second win. They're starting to show what they're capable of. I like what I'm seeing.
First red zone trip for the Federals. They can pick up a first down at the 4-yard line. DiMatteo under center. Eye in the backfield. Single receivers to each side. Give it to the running back. This time they filled the gap perfectly. And no place for the running back, Ryan Royster, to go. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, they ran face first into number 99. That is the defensive lineman, C. Lewis, one of the biggest guys on that Wolfpack team. He did a good job on that play.
And we've seen the running success to the edges on this drive for the Federals, but you still got to test the middle every once in a while.
Keep them honest.
Twins to the right, trips to the left. DiMatteo alone in the backfield on second down and 10. He'll look to throw. Step it up into the pocket. Had a man open, but instead decided to keep the football. Drives inside the 10 and down to about the 8-yard line.
He's doing much better this week, leaving the pocket. Last week, he stayed in it too long. He hesitated, and they had a lot of sacks on them from especially that D-line from the Gladiators. Much better job this week.
Under a minute to play in this opening quarter. 7-0 Wolfpack, with the Federals threatening on this third possession of the quarter as we go under 40 seconds to play. DiMatteo, short pistol. Twin running backs behind him. Single receivers to each side. Tight end to the right. High snap. Toss it to the running back. Try to step outside. There was a Wolfpack defender right there. He makes him miss, Matt. That's a big play to the edge, but a good open field tackle by the Wolfpack.
Yeah, I believe that was number 36, M. Watson, the linebacker. Their linebacking core is doing a great job tonight as well, and he read that play beautifully.
So we have now come to the end of the opening quarter here from St. Christine Field in Youngstown after one quarter. It is the Stark County Wolfpack 7, the Mahoning Valley Federal 0. We'll step aside for a 60-second break and come back. You're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane, they got gas.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
One quarter of play completed here this afternoon from St. Christine Field in Youngstown on the Klinger Trailer Mahoning Valley Federals broadcast here on City View Sportscast. Mark Means, Matt Emps with you, and you're going to have a rotating partner throughout the season between myself and Matt Lipsack.
Yeah, you know what? A lot like last year with the Mineral Ridge season, which I will be doing again with Matt Lipsack this year. But last year had Matt the majority of the year. We got in the playoffs, and you sat in a few times. So it's really not missing a beat from how we ended the high school season last year.
Yeah, Matt Lipsack, he's our utility guy. Hockey, football, whatever we need him to do, he's able to step up and you guys sounded great last week for the exhibition game.
Thank you. You know, I am absolutely impressed with Matt. We both are always impressed with what he does with the hockey. We both admit that's extremely difficult to call. But him coming in as a first-year guy, play-by-play, he did amazing.
Fourth down and close to 10 for the Federals as we begin the second quarter. Twins to the right, trips to the left. DiMatteo looking that way. Timing ball, back corner to the end zone, and that ball is intercepted in the back of the end zone. That'll be a touchback as quarterback and wide receiver not on the same page there. Quarterback threw the timing ball to the corner, and there was nobody home.
No, that unfortunately is a little look at what was going on last week as well. They didn't get past that from last week. So repeating the sins of the past still for the Federals. It really looked like they were going to get some points on the board, and he really overthrew him on that play.
Couple of turnovers have cost the Federals here in this opening quarter, trailing 7-0, just underway, quarter number 2. 14:52 to play here in the first half. Don't forget, coming up top of the hour, Got Cleveland Cobras football over on Western Reserve Radio as well.
Yeah, got Jim Craven and the coach, Bob Gessler, back calling some Cobras game. Both teams have
Can't leave Dave out. Dave
That's
pushes
right.
all the buttons and does all that stuff.
Dave gets it going.
They're going to run it on first down, and that is a nice read defensively. That is Anthony Harris coming up from his linebacker spot to make the stop for no gain. It's going to be second down and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Wolfpack.
You know, the offense might be having some hiccups here and there, but the defense for the last few series has really come to play. They're doing a great job out there right now.
Second down and 10 from the 20-yard line as the Wolfpack come to the line of scrimmage. Got a player sprinting off right before they get to the line of scrimmage. They broke the huddle with 12.
Look at that right guard, number 50.
Twins to each side, single back into the backfield. DeAndre Black, the quarterback, and we got flags and got to blow this play down. Took a couple of seconds on that one. So that's going to be offside on the Federal defense. So this will bring up second down and 5.
Yeah, that right guard, you know what we call those big guys like that? The Chabats. Chabats, that means they're just a big monster guy, and people that I know listening, like my wife, she knows what the Chabats means.
It's a big guy, hard to move.
Yeah, definitely.
Twins to each side on second and 5 for Black and the Wolfpack. Drops to throw. Going to take a shot downfield. Man, out there, pass way overthrown and incomplete into the Wolfpack bench. It'll bring up a third down and 5.
Good job again by the defense. They're getting good penetration. The defensive backs are playing great football. The linebackers are getting good reads. If they could just stay off the field long enough for that offense to put some points on, because, you know, that offensive line came off looking a little dejected. They worked their tails off. They were tired, hot, but they didn't get anything out of it. They have to go back, do the same thing, and get some points.
Twins to each side. Single back in the backfield. That's Smiley. Check that. That's Mangum, number 5, who's now in there in the backfield. Black fakes the pitch. Looks downfield, looking for a block. Steps upfield and is a Federal sandwich at about the 34-yard line, but that is good enough for a Wolfpack first down.
Number 2, Nathan Watson from LeBray, the linebacker. And then I also think that was, I need him to turn. That was also, I believe, Andrew Scott from Badger, I believe. Joseph Badger. Do you know that school?
I saw that, yeah. That's Kinsman. But
okay.
In my memory, they've never had a football program. Twins to each side. First and 10 for the Wolfpack, and now we've got a flag. And somebody might have come across.
You know who's playing really good right now, too, is number 14, Austin Dodrill. He's playing a good game on defense.
So encroachment on the defense, 5-yard penalty brings up first and 5 for the Wolfpack. 11:30, clock rolling here, first half, 7-0 lead for Stark County. Twins to each side of the formation. Single running back in there with DeAndre Black, the quarterback. Takes the snap. He'll give it to Mangum, who's running up the middle, and Mangum's going to fall across the yard line he needed, and just enough to get the first down. Needed 5, got about 6, and it's a first down for the Wolfpack.
And talked about him already once. Number 51, Taylor Dryden, the guard, that big Chavez out there. He's doing a good job not letting any penetration come off that right guard situation there.
So first and 10 for the Federals from their 45-yard line as they go left to right here in the second quarter. Twins to each side, single back in the backfield next to the quarterback, DeAndre Black. Long count. Black claps, takes the snap, 3-step drop, steps up in the pocket, looking to throw. Deep ball downfield into the end zone, ball deflected, and almost intercepted. The safety in the corner made contact for the Federals, but either way, that's an incompletion, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, if it wasn't for T. Vance, the wide receiver from the Wolfpack, that would have been an interception. He turned around and played defense and smacked it out of there.
So the incompletion going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the 45-yard line. 10:23 to play. As the Wolfpack going into a slight breeze here in the 2nd quarter.
Wish we had down and distance on that scoreboard.
So 2nd and 10, trips to the right, single receiver to the left side. Black claps a 2nd time, takes the snap. Looking to throw, being pressured from the backside. He'll just flip it downfield, and the receiver able to reach out and make the catch for a 1st down. As that was Darwin Filey II, was able to find a little bit of an opening and make the catch for the 1st down.
Yeah, and he's not a tall guy, but he sure got up there with the vert.
He showed his numbers to his quarterback, came back to his quarterback, which is, a well-coached wide receiver, came back to the football, and that is a 1st down for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, and for the Federals, you had Nehemiah McGaha, the defensive tackle, was getting close to maybe getting on that quarterback, but he just got it over his hands. Great catch.
Trips to the short side, to the left, single receiver to the right. Slot receiver left side, comes in motion to the right side. They're going to run it on 1st down. Mangum, little hesitation, and he drives across the 40. They'll pick up a few yards on 1st down, give him about 4. It's 2nd down at a long 6.
I'm going to tell you what I just saw, what I loved out of number 8, George Freeman from Glenville. He got popped by the right tackle of the Wolfpack. He got up and made the tackle. That's the kind of play that I like to see.
That's what you need, that extra effort. Your teammates see you making that effort and try and do the exact same thing. 2nd down and 6. Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left. Single running back in the backfield next to Black. Who's back to throw. Rolling all the way back near his own 40-yard line. Going to throw it downfield. That pass skipped and was incomplete.
I'm shocked there's no flag there, boy.
A receiver, the ball short hopped the receiver, but the defender had already left his feet not knowing that pass was going to be short.
Hey, I like when they let them play, Mark. That's what I like seeing. The referees are letting them play.
So the incompletion stops the clock at 8:15 to play. 7-0 lead for the Wolfpack. It's going to be, again, 3rd down and 6. Over at Hubbard, number 8, now the tailback for the Wolfpack, is to the right side, now moves to the left side of DeAndre Black with trips to the right. Hubbard keeps bouncing back and forth around Black. That snap is low. Toss to Hubbard. Tried to bounce to the outside. Good pursuit to force him to the boundary. And we got a flag come in by the referee at the end of the play. And we're going to get holding on the Wolfpack, I believe.
It might be holding, or number 88, Dalton Stout, the linebacker tight end, might have said something, and the ref caught him. Hopefully it is against the Wolfpack. Yeah, there you go. Good. Yeah, he was kind of walking with his head down. I was like, I hope he didn't get caught saying something.
You know what? You might be able to be this level. You get away with a little bit more.
Agreed.
But sometimes you say that magic word and it's over.
I agree 100%.
So that big 15-yard penalty is going to back the Wolfpack up on the personal foul penalty thrown by the referee. So it'll be 3rd down and This is going to be 3rd down and long. They need to get inside the 35 for a first down.
I'll tell you what, the Wolfpack's left guard, and right tackle have to weigh about 1,000 pounds between the three of them.
Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Black claps, takes the snap, stands in the pocket, rolls to the short side, looking downfield, just lobs a pass downfield. Then that is going to be, is that pass caught for a first down?
No. They did, yeah. Yeah, they did.
So he just kind of flipped that ball out there. Another receiver jumped up between 3 defenders, caught that pass for a first down for the Wolfpack.
That was a great job.
It's been the touch throws from Black that have been impressive so far today.
Yeah, they definitely are more schooled. Let's remember also, a lot of these teams have had 2 preseason games. The Federals only got 1.
And the Wolfpack only had 1.
Oh, okay. Well, then, good job on them. They're practicing. They're getting stuff going.
So it is first down and 10. Smiley now in there at the running back spot to the left. Sent a slot receiver in motion. Tried to pitch the ball loose on the turf. Black rolling all the way back inside the 50-yard line to the 45 and all the way back into Federals territory. He needed to just dump that football away and did not even think about it. That is a huge sack by this Federals defense.
Huge. George Freeman Jr. from Glenville, who's having a big game. He just kept chasing him. You don't want to drop? We can do this. You keep going, and he's definitely going to get chewed out by his coach.
And that's one of those situations where the quarterback may think, I'm just faster than you. I'll be able to turn and get upfield. But it's not always speed. It's about fundamentals, and he had him squared up and made a nice play.
He has been making great plays all game. Again, number 8 for the Federals, George Freeman Jr., the defensive end out of Cleveland, Glenville, having a great game.
So this will bring up a big play here coming up for the Wolfpack. It is 2nd down in Belmont Avenue for the Wolfpack. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left side. Black takes the snap. Set up a screen. Running back made the catch out of the backfield across the 50, 40, 35, and going to stay on his feet before going out of bounds. And a little middle screen turns into a huge play and a 3rd down and short for the Federals.
I'm going to tell you what, he did not want to be denied. He kept breaking tackle after tackle. He at least broke 4 that I saw.
So the Wolfpack now have 3rd down. And just about 2 yards to go off that screen to Smiley for a huge for a huge gain.
Huge. I thought they would have them on that play. He did not want to be denied.
Sometimes you're aggressive on defense. They set up that little middle screen, and you want your defense to be aggressive. Sometimes you get caught.
Screens are definitely one of those. If you don't keep guys home and don't over-pursue, you're going to get cut, and they got cut deep.
3rd down 2 for the Wolfpack. Trips to the right, single receiver left. Now we've got a whistle, and the Wolfpack going to take a timeout. Gives us an opportunity to take a quick break as well. 4:26 to play in the half. It is Stark County 7, Mahoning Valley 0. You're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Big 3rd down and short coming up for the Stark County Wolfpack. With 4.5 minutes to play here in a fast-moving first half, I should say.
You have a guy named, I like looking on the sidelines right now at number 86, Gage Joliet. He's a special teams player. He looks like a Viking over there with that long hair and beard.
It reminds me of the outfielder for the Phillies with all the hair and beard, and never could play with a full beard. Trips to the right, Twins to the left. Black all alone and out of the pistol formation, third down, long 2. And a little flinch up front. They're going to get the Federals for coming across, and that's an easy first down for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, they're not staying disciplined there. You got to watch the ball. I mean, it doesn't change at any level. You go through, Pop Warner, grade school, high school, college, and pros.
And give the Wolfpack credit. They've been mixing it up. Sometimes it's been on one clap, sometimes it's been on 2. So they're keeping that count different as they go throughout this first half.
Yeah, it definitely will confuse the defensive line. That's when you tell your guys, close the earmuffs and just watch the ball.
So looks like the Federal is going to take a timeout here with 4 minutes to play in the first half. And a 7-0 lead for Stark County. And got a lot of people to thank who help us with these broadcasts to be able to put them on, Matt.
Yeah, we want to thank all of our sponsors, our title sponsor, Klinger Trailer. We really appreciate them coming on. They just came on at the end of the week, so we'll have an ad and everything for them. We have S&K Painting, who have been with me and Just Football with Matt Emsch and Western Reserve
I've
for
heard of that
years.
show. I've been on it once or twice.
You have been on a couple of times. We have Gessler Propane, and we have Shining Stars Dancing Baton, and we have more that are going to be added as we go. We also have What Lurks Beneath from YouTube, which is Dominic Nanocchio. He has a huge YouTube channel, has to do with cryptids and supernatural and such, and he has almost 800,000 subscribers. He's one of our sponsors.
Gessler Propane. Not sure I know who that is.
I know they have gas, though.
I've heard that repeatedly. Trips to the left, Twins to the right side. First down for the Wolfpack. Black takes the snap, sets up the screen, and they read it beautifully and almost intercepted by the Federals defense. He saw that screen all the way, Matt, and hit the gas, but just wasn't able to step in and complete the interception.
Yeah, that was David Pringle, the DN. He almost got every defensive lineman's dream by getting a ball. He could have maybe brought it all the way or at least halfway. He didn't get it, but at least he broke the play up at the very least.
That's one of those experienced semi-pro players in Pringle for the Federals, making a big play to set up second down for Stark County.
And trust me, when that ball comes, you're not ready for it.
Again, trips to the left, Twins to the right side. Black takes the snap, fakes the screen, goes downfield, and the receiver made a double move, but he made it to the back of the end zone, and the ball was thrown to the corner. And the incompletion brings up a third down.
Good job again. The defense for the Federals are bending at the moment, not breaking. If they can keep them out, that'd be a great job.
The one thing I've been impressed with, red zone defense by the Federals in this first half has been fantastic.
They have. Their D-line just steps it up. They are their oversized line on the Wolfpack for offense is much bigger than that D-line. But what they could do is they can get in there with speed. They can get under those pads and make a lot of penetration. They have been on the goal line.
Third down and 10 for the Wolfpack. Black to throw. Goes to the middle, passes high, and he holds on to it for the touchdown for the Stark County Wolfpack.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying it all night. Those receivers, you said how many of them that there were for the Wolfpack. They could go as long as Belmont Avenue as well. They're getting up high. They've all got great vert, and they've got guys with good hands.
Demir Benson on the reception. And that's one thing you just mentioned. It's been impressive. Their receivers, they go up and make a play on the football. And that's the third or fourth time we've seen somebody leap for a reception.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. You had the defense with their backs against the wall. 75% of that, they did a great job. It was just that one quarter that they couldn't keep them out.
So it'll be Caden Billman on for the extra point for Stark County. Black will hold, so keep an eye on that. If there's a broken play, that is the quarterback for Stark County that is also holding. Low snap, rush on, extra point on the way. Try to prevent it from getting into the woods.
That's going to be fun for them getting that ball. Yeah, did they make a call?
I never really saw an indication either way. I don't think it was good, but we never got a call.
All I ever see is the one referee watching the ball when it goes behind them.
We think. It didn't look good. It looked like it went outside of the right upright, but
we could use the help of the guys who are reffing now.
They try to let everybody know. And you look down below us, and not only are the bleachers full, but there's people with lawn chairs set up off to the left. A good crowd for this first game of the season in the Tri-Point Football League.
Yeah, they definitely have a lot of people here who came to watch it. I knew when the people of Youngstown found out that there's going to be football before the high school and college season starts that they would come out. Wait, there's going to be more as the weeks go by.
Right, this is only week 1 of 9, hopefully 10 or 11 into the postseason. So a 13-0 lead for Stark County. Mahoning Valley to get their hands on the football with 3:45 to play here in the first half. Billman to kick. 3 returners back deep for the Federals. So he'll get his foot into this one, end over end kick. Fielded inside the 5. Straight up field across the 10. Trying to get to the outside, and he is going to be thrown down with good field position for the Federals. That is Burgess, number 11, on the return. And Mahoning Valley is going to have a little more than 3 minutes, Matt, to play in this first half to try to get some points on the board, knowing Stark County gets the ball to begin the third quarter.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to go in at halftime and not have anything up with them getting the ball back. They just got to make a decision to play mistake-free football and to just drive and do well. The offensive line, that one drive, with exception to that final interception in the corner over there, they had a great game to get them in scoring position.
So DiMatteo going to go under center. He's going to toss the football. And on the carry, that's Ryan Royster, number 5, and try to make that hard cut back to the middle of the field, and foot just kind of gave out, and he went down.
You had number 10, T. Ingle, who came in to make a big hit, and he actually spun away from that one.
So no gain on the play. Second down and 10. 2:55 clock rolling here in the second quarter. A 13-0 lead for Stark County. Single back in the backfield. That's Graham with DiMatteo. Twins split out wide to each side of the formation. DiMatteo fakes the handoff, rolls back, hits as he throws, and the pass is broken up, but there's a flag on the field right here in front of the Federals bench and off to our right.
Yeah, there might be some holding on the defense. Might get a little more yardage out of this, hopefully. Maybe interference. And then we have a Wolfpack player, number 45. The defensive, he's just a D lineman, D Wheat, limping off the field.
So the flag was called for defensive holding, but the coaching staff for Stark County asking, that pass was tipped. So once it's tipped, that's a free ball for anybody to go after.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to stick with the defensive holding call and give the Federals a first down, so we'll take it.
No, I mean, you can say it all year long. This is semi-pro football. I like to see that offensive line running to the line of scrimmage instead of walking. They got to put some points up.
DiMatteo, 2 running backs behind him, single receivers to each side. Little quick out was almost intercepted as one of the linebackers read that play all the way, stuck up a big hand, and knocked the football away.
Yeah, that was number 11, A. Culbertson. Went in there lucky he didn't pick that off and head the other way.
You're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network, as we pass 7 o'clock. Mark Means, Matt Emsch, as we greet you from St. Christine's Field here in Youngstown in a 13-0 lead for Stark County over the Mahoning Valley Federals.
You can watch video and hear us on SMP Sports on YouTube and Facebook.
DiMatteo got a toss to the running back. That's Graham trying to turn the corner, delivers a couple of big hits. As the big running back, Jazir Graham, rumbling downfield on a nice gain for the Federals.
Yeah, he put the defensive back, R. Dickerson, on his back. He definitely ran the ball with some oomph that time. I love it. I said it earlier. I love when the running backs give a little bit of meat to that defender. You're going to tackle me, or you're going to think about it later because I'm going to put some hurtings on you.
Federals to midfield with 2:01 to play in the half. 2 receivers and a tight end flexed off the line to the right. DiMatteo to throw underneath. Graham makes the catch. Made the first man miss. Second man miss. Running down the sidelines. 20, 15, 10, 5. That is a touchdown for the Federals on the screen pass to Jazir Graham, and the Federals are on the board.
That was a great job, and if it wasn't for number 81, Walt Ali, the receiver from LeBray, who I mentioned earlier, I remember him in his playing days making an immense block. He sprung him, and that's why he scored.
That's a 50-yard touchdown run for Jazir Graham on the little swing pass.
See, that's all they needed to get a little fired up. That could be a catalyst that could change everything in this game.
So they're going to leave the offense out on the field.
Yeah, they did last week, and they didn't get any 2 points either.
So wait a minute. Now, DiMatteo's in there on this extra point.
Okay.
As a wing to the left side.
I would kick it.
And they are going to kick this. It's 89, Derek Hollander to attempt the extra point. Low snap. They pick up the football, and the 2-point attempt is no good with 1:39 to play on the board. She's got a little momentum now. We saw on the previous possession, they started moving the football. This time, they did exactly what was done to them, over pursuit defensively, set up a nice little screen into the house.
Yeah, they did a great job. They had players not being selfish, getting big hits out there, good blocks. Just got to get a little better on the special teams. We talked about this, like I said earlier on my show, about Coach Dom saying that they need to improve on that third phase of the game. That's where we're seeing weaknesses. You got to get a better snap than that.
So 1:37 to play in the half. A 13-6 lead for Stark County, as they will get the football back with 1:37 to play here in the half. So the Federals will now kick from right to left. And Stark County is going to have 2 returners back deep. That looks like 8 and 9. That's Benson and Hubbard back for Stark County.
You know, this defense definitely has shown that they could shut this offense down. Definitely when you get some points on the board, you can get excited and do big things.
Line drive kick fielded at the 20, across the 30, outside 35, 40, midfield 45, 40, 30, 20, 15, and pushed out of bounds near the 10-yard line. Stark County comes right back on a line drive kick. Broke contain, got down the field. They'll have first and goal from the Federals' 10-yard line.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to see after you do a lot of big things on offense, get some points. They just lost containment on the edge, and that was just pure speed. And again, Wolfpack getting the ball at the beginning of the second half. You don't want to see them get points now.
So we're down to 90 seconds to play here in the first half. 13-6, Stark County leading Mahoning Valley. Next week, first road trip for the Federals as they will take on the Tuscarawas County Warriors in New Philadelphia, Ohio. We learned about that on our trip here, just how far that road trip was.
Yeah.
A little further for you than it will be for your partner next week.
Yeah, hour and a half from the Youngstown area, but that's all right. You know, I mean, it's not that far, and we will drive as far as it takes to get the games on the air for everybody.
Anything after a 20-minute drive is far when it comes to me. I'm in that little Trumbull County bubble. So the Federals have to burn a timeout after that big play. Try and get everybody on the same page defensively. Should want to do their best to hold them out of the end zone here for the final 70 seconds.
And they've shown that they're good on the defensive line with their backs against the wall. They've shown the goal line that they have the players that can keep them out. But can they keep them out here?
So off the timeout, it'll be first down and 10 for the Wolfpack.
You know, you look at that line for the Wolfpack, and it's just, you know, that kind of a situation as the game goes. They're going to start wearing down the smaller guys on that Federals D-line.
Got to hope some of those big guys get a little tired as the game goes along as well.
And it's funny you bring that up because as I'm watching them walk to their coach on the sideline, they all had their hands on their hips, and we know what that means. That means they're sucking wind. The heat is getting to them, so they're hurting too. It's just going to be who wants this game more.
Not, particularly hot day today, but like I mentioned in the pregame show, warmest day of the week so far. We've got 77 degrees as the sun goes behind the clouds.
And trust me, a player loves that. You know, you're wearing 50 to 80 pounds worth of equipment. And, that sun goes behind the clouds and it gets darker. They appreciate that.
First and goal for Stark County. Black sends the far receiver in motion. Now he'll cut inside. Black looks to throw. And that pass is going to fall incomplete short of the pylon. He was being pressured defensively by George Freeman out of Glenville. We've called that name a lot tonight so far.
If I were to call a player of the game defensively for the Federals right now, it would be Freeman. He's been playing lights out all game. We've had to call his names on big play probably at least 6-7 times already.
And we've seen the Wolfpack take a couple of shots downfield that they weren't able to complete. Both big plays offensively by either side on the field has come out of the screen game.
Yeah.
Second down and 10. That's Overand Hubbard now in at the running back spot to the left of the starting quarterback, DeAndre Black. Trips tight to the line to the right. One receiver is split far to the left side. Black takes the snap, pitches it to Hubbard, who tried to cut back to the outside. Gets a block to the corner. He's going to be tripped up near the 5-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and goal.
Good job by number 7, Juju Johnson III. He made a good open field tackle right at the spot there, and that's what you need with their backs against the wall. They gotta make it their personality, be a bend but not break defense, and they have that ability.
Wolfpack call a timeout. 48 seconds to go in the half. It is Stark County 13, Mahoning Valley 6. We'll be back after this quick break on CDView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Do you crave mysteries? Are you fascinated by the unexplained? Then summon your courage and plunge into the deep, dark abyss of what lurks beneath. A YouTube channel that dives into the unexplained, the supernatural, eyewitness reports, and more. The real question is, can you handle the truth? Simply search What Lurks Beneath on YouTube, if you think you're brave enough.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Off the timeout, third down and goal. Black to throw. Far corner of the end zone, pass tipped away, and incomplete. Good coverage by the Federals, one-on-one in the corner. Brings up a fourth down and goal with 43 seconds to go in the half.
Again, I'm going to be repetitive. You just got to keep them out. You do not want them putting any more points on the board because they deferred, and they're getting the ball at the beginning of the second half.
Looks like they're going to bring Billman on and try and kick a field goal.
Well, some of these teams are definitely going to have a good kicker. I mean, that's for sure. The Gladiators had a good kicker last week.
So his knee's going to go down. What about the 15? So call this a 25-yard attempt. It is a low line drive that is no good. That had no chance off the foot of Caden Billman. And there's 40 seconds to go in the half. And now the question comes for the offensive coaches, Matt. You've got the ball. You've got 95 yards in front of you. You've had 2 turnovers in the first half. What do you do?
Yeah, you want to take a knee. You don't have anything stupid happening. Turn the ball over and get them to get some points. They've shown they're extremely good at getting turnovers. They already had 2 so far. So just take a knee. Head in for halftime, make some adjustments, and hopefully come out and stop them defensively.
So 40 seconds to go in the half. Here comes DiMatteo, the Liberty product. Part of that Trumbull County bubble I told you about earlier. I had somebody say, well, every game you high school did this season was in Trumbull County. I hadn't noticed.
I wonder why. I wonder why you do that Howland Niles game. You have a long way to go from there.
That will not be on the schedule in 2024. Sneak peek. How about that?
How?
We have a different game on Thursday night this year.
Okay.
DiMatteo takes the snap, rolls to his right, going to throw it downfield, pass deflected, it almost intercepted.
Now, see what I'm saying?
Second and 10, 35 seconds to go.
That's exactly what I was talking about a minute ago. You just don't want to take any chances and turn the ball over to them. So what game do you have in that place? Are they not playing this year?
They are, but I opted for a different game.
Okay.
And I'd love to tell you what it is. I know it's Ursuline and somebody, but I can't remember who they're playing that Thursday night at YSU.
Okay, well, let's check out the alma mater.
I can tell you Friday night will be Cantfield and West Branch. That'll be our opener, Sports Radio 1240, Western Reserve Radio 2, myself and Dave Clark. Second down and 10 for the Federals. They're going to put 4 receivers now to the right side. We got all kinds of stuff going on, and finally a flag was thrown. Both teams are asking for a penalty here.
Yeah, a lot of confusion on the field, and until they get that figured out, the Ursuline Irish on 8:22 at YSU will be playing Walsh Jesuit.
There's so many games on that schedule going through my head. I remember, we've done that Niles Howland game for several years
so
now,
long.
but Yeah, Walsh Jesuit and Ursuline, that's a marquee matchup. I don't care if it's week 1 through week 10. DiMatteo to throw. Time, hits his receiver in stride. Across the 40, bounces off of another defender, gets to the sidelines and got himself out of bounds. That's a great catch. That's Jazir Graham who scored the touchdown, and he has been laying some licks out of that running back spot when he makes the catch.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. That Harding is coached by Coach Arnold, who stepped down after many great years at Warren Harding. And he is that player who I keep talking about, the kind that I like, those running backs that say, if you're going to come up to tackle me, I'm going to make you think about it next time. And he's putting hurtings on people.
Midfield for the Federals with 25 seconds to go in the half. Trailing 13-6 after the Wolfpack missed a field goal with about 43 seconds to go in this half. DiMatteo alone in the backfield with trips to the right and twins to the left. Quarterback takes the snap. Looking that way, fires a little too tall. Looking for Walt Ali and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
I'm really surprised Walt Ali isn't having a bigger game catching it, but you know what? He made one of the biggest plays of the game with that block that sprung that touchdown in that series. He's definitely one of the better players on that team. But, man, that could have come up. Number 34 was eyeing that for the Wolfpack, and he just missed getting an interception there. R. Dickerson, the defensive back.
So it is going to bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Twins to each side, running back in the backfield. See, that's number 3. That's Robert Smith checking back in. Pass batted down defensively as DiMatteo tried to let loose with that football downfield, and big number 11 stuck the hand out and said, no, sir, and knocked that football away and incomplete.
Yeah, that's A. Culbertson, the linebacker. He's had some really big plays, some big hits tonight. They've got some good players. You know what? The offensive line has done a good job shutting down 69. I haven't seen him getting in there as much. So they had coaches yelling at him and maybe put 2 guys on him.
That's those in-game adjustments that really do make the difference in the final outcome that not everyone might see. Single receiver to the right side, trips to the left. Single back in the backfield with DiMatteo on 3rd down and 10, 19 seconds. 3-step drop, avoids the rush, rolling to the right side, going to throw it underneath. Pass in and out of the hands of number 1, Ezeal Brown, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 10.
I'm going to tell you what, number 56, Austin Higley from LeBray, the big offensive defensive tackle, just pancaked number 69. And his name again is, I want to give it to him, that is K. Garabrandt, man. He got him up in the air and laid him flat.
So 4th down and 10, right from the midfield stripe with 12 seconds to go into the half. Three receivers to the right, 1 to the left side. DiMatteo going to look that way, going to take the deep shot. Man, out there, and that ball just fluttered away and incomplete with 7 seconds to go in the half.
13-6. They're not out of this by a long shot. Definitely have the ability to get back in this game. They just got to go in at the very least with no more points on the scoreboard and have their D be rested up after that halftime and shut them down, get the ball back on O.
Stark County will have the football with 7 seconds to go in the half, and one of those defensive linemen for Stark County doing his fair share of complaining to the officials after that last series.
That's 69, Garabrandt. He's saying he was held by the offensive lineman. Who was that?
He's either saying
Austin
he was
Hickory.
held, or he's saying he really likes to limbo the way he was acting that out.
He's complaining that he held him and threw him to the ground, but you know what? I saw it differently as he got his hand.
It depends on what color jersey you're wearing.
Well,
What
Higley got his hands inside and pancaked him. The ref didn't see it. It's not a hold.
Federal showing some pressure now. That'll drop back. Black going to throw. Pulls it down, dumps it underneath. Receiver makes the catch. He's going to get inside the 30, down to about the 25-yard line. But that is the end of the first half of action.
You know, one of the things that concerns me that has carried over into this week is the defensive backs with tackles left and right against the Gladiators. That is continuing.
Halftime, it is Stark County 13, Mahoning Valley 6. We will take a break. It'll be an abbreviated halftime. We'll be back with more on City View Sportscast, part of the Media One Network.
In the Valley, football is king, and the Mahoning Valley Federals are looking to build the 2024 roster with talent forged in this area to compete for a Tri-Point Football League championship. If you're 18 and older and looking to return to the gridiron, call General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099 or visit the team on Facebook at Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley. From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Are you tired of settling for mediocre wings at sky-high prices? Belleria Niles has some of the best wing prices in Trumbull County, with 12 wings for $10 with over 15 flavors to choose from. Mention this show, Just Football with Matt Emsch, with your order and receive a free cheese puff until January 31st. Belleria at 602 Robbins Avenue, Niles, Ohio. 330-544-FOOD. That's 330-544-FOOD. Belleria, we sell taste one bite at a time.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
And welcome back, everybody. We are going to bring in the head of football operations, Mike Benner, in this game that's at halftime between the Mahoning Valley Federals 13-6. They're behind, and the Stark County Wolfpack is playing a heck of a game. But I'm going to tell you what, Mike, I've seen some much better play out of these Federals than what I saw against the Gladiators last week.
Well, they've had a really good week at practice. Coach Harris has been able to rally the troops this week and get them focused on what needs to be done today. We did start a little slow, and we're bouncing back. We're starting to control this field on the ground. Short passes. And I want to mention especially one of our running backs, Zaire Graham, number 10. He is starting to really run hard, and the offensive line is going right in front of him now. It looks like we're going to start mixing it up a little bit more, not be so pass happy.
Yeah, I was saying during gameplay to my partner, Mark Means, some of the things that I enjoyed seeing out of the running backs for the Federals was, if they're going to get tackled, they're definitely putting a hit on those defenders. Those are the types of guys that I want on my team. So they're going to make them think twice about it the next time they come up to make a hit. And guys are bouncing off. Those Wolfpack defenders have been bouncing off him. He's had a great game.
Yeah, it's the first game. Tackling's a little sloppy. Gang tackling, however, has been the key to the success of the defense. our defense is holding really, really good now.
They definitely have had a couple bend but not break series. One of the things that concerns me a little bit that I've seen is, definitely a problem again with some whiff tackling. Specifically with the defensive backs, they're putting that head down. They're whiffing some of those big tackles. That's where some of those big gains are coming from. And then special teams is still a little shaky. We already knew, though, last week, right. Coach Dom said the third phase of the game was where he was most concerned about it. What do you guys think you can do about, shoring up some of those problems?
Well, we brought in a new kicker, Trey Rapp, who only had that one opportunity to kick. And I got to tell you, this field is not easily to kick on. It's not easy to kick on. Mm-hmm. The grass is kind of high. In the say about the 10-yard line, it's a little rough. We had to fill in some holes, and it makes it a little difficult. Yeah, but hopefully next time the grass will be a little shorter. It's like hitting a 9-iron. Yeah,
well, you know what? It also helps against the other team as well. Real quick, a score that you might be interested in, the Cobras and the Gladiators are playing right now. The Gladiators are up 6-0 at halftime. So two teams that, in the second quarter. I'm sorry, I thought it was halftime, it said. It's the second quarter. But, somebody that you're going to be seeing here on this field is the Cobras, and another team that we follow, and Jim Craven and Bob Gessler, the coach. So what do you say about the second half? I mean, they're getting the ball at the beginning of the second half. Definitely not what you want to see with how they've been moving it. What adjustments do you guys need to do?
Defensively, I think we're going to start mixing it up so much. We've been doing a lot of man coverage, man cover one, man. I think that the coach is going to start switching it up, try to confuse the quarterback a little bit. Their quarterback's good. He's good. He's a really good athlete. However, he throws the spots. He doesn't really see his receivers. So if you put an extra one or two guys back there, maybe we'll come up with another pick. It's a good game right now. I'm impressed. It started off a little slow for us, and we made an error. They capitalized on it. First play right there. Now we fumbled, and we just let them walk in basically. Mm-hmm. So if we keep the penalties down, still.
Got to stop the turnovers. The turnovers have been killing you guys the last 2 weeks.
And the mental errors, I think our quarterback, Derek,
Diamato.
I'm so sorry.
I'm going to tell you what, though.
He's 19 years old.
Yeah, Mark Means, my partner, actually called games at Liberty High School when he was their starting quarterback, so he remembers him. You got kids here that were just in high school. Yeah. I think they're playing extremely well. They have very fixable types of things that are going on. They just need to make some adjustments from the coach's standpoint and stick with them and do them. So, I want to thank you, Mike, for coming on. We're going to take a break here, everybody. When we come back, we'll have the second half.
Thank you.
Are you tired of settling for mediocre wings at sky-high prices? Belleria Niles has some of the best wing prices in Trumbull County, with 12 wings for $10 with over 15 flavors to choose from. Mention this show, Just Football with Matt Emsch, with your order and receive a free cheese puff until January 31st. Belleria at 602 Robbins Avenue, Niles, Ohio. 330-544-FOOD. That's 330-544-FOOD. Belleria, we sell taste one bite at a time.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One network.
SNK, painting your house today. SNK,
S&K Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solution. Call S&K Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
S&K Painting your house today.
Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One network.
Halftime winding down here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network. Mark Means, Matt Amps with you. 13-6 is the lead for Stark County here at the break. Abbreviated halftime, if you're listening and wondering. No lights here, and we are fighting the sunshine to get this game in the second half.
Yeah, that's the quickest halftime I've seen in a while. They're getting ready to line up and kick. And, you know, this is when you notice who's in better shape, which players have their win that took it seriously, you know, having that conditioning before the pads went on and camp started and those long, grueling days. And whoever wants this is going to pull away in this second half.
And, we saw positives out of the offense, especially in the second quarter. They gave DeMattia time to throw the football. And then we saw Jazir Graham really become a threat, not only running the football, but catching the ball out of the backfield as well.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely saw some good things out of them. I saw a lot more defensive pluses for the Federals, but the offense definitely showed that they have some players. If that offensive line plays together, which they did in a couple of those series, and everybody is unselfish, Walt Ali was on that one touchdown that they scored. They can do some big things and have some big plays.
Stark County only put up 14 points in their exhibition win last week, but from a coaching perspective, they say, well, we only scored 14, but when you only give up 6, you'll take that every week.
Absolutely. If you're getting a W, who cares if it's by 1 point or not? Walk away with a win. That's all that matters in the end.
So it will be the Wolfpack that will get their hands on the football to start this third quarter. Again, 6-0 is the score as the Cobras are trailing in the second quarter. And we'll see them, as you said, at halftime in a few weeks.
We want to thank again our sponsors for the game. Our new title sponsor, Klinger Trailer. We want to appreciate them and thank them. We'll have commercials for them. S&K Painting, Shining Stars Dancing Baton, Gessler Propane, What Lurks Beneath, and S&P Sports on YouTube and Facebook, giving the video for everybody today. And then also go to SheilaMathersPhotography.com. They're also providing the pictures on the sidelines for the team.
We are ready to begin the third quarter here on City View Sportscast. Mark and Matt back with you for this third quarter. Waiting for everyone to get situated for the kickoff. See, handling the kicking duties, that's 89, Derek Hollander. It's a line drive caught by one of the up men who just falls back on the football at the 45-yard line. So it will be some pretty good field position for the Wolfpack to begin this third quarter, going right to left.
That was good by backup linebacker number 30, Kay Ruckman, who almost caught that and started to run with it, but he at least did a great job stopping its movement.
The question was, did he try to catch that football, or did that football try to catch him? That was line drive right in the breadbasket.
Yeah, it was. And, if it would have hit him a little bit harder, it might have popped off and went into the other hands. But but not to be. So if this defense got a little bit of rest, they make some adjustments, they get that ball back and get some more points on the board for the Feds.
DeAndre Black is the quarterback. It is Jaquan Smiley started the game at running back with him in the backfield. Twins to each side on 1st and 10 from the 45. Smiley gets the handoff, and he is going to be ripped down in the backfield. Coming up there defensively. Wow.
Freeman again from Glenville High School in Cleveland, number 8. Get used to that number this year, Feds fans, because he has been a monster all game. We've talked about it before. Just a few good players come out of Cleveland Glenville.
One or two.
The Buckeyes definitely have appreciated the talent coming out of Cleveland Glenville.
Maybe a Heisman Trophy winner.
Right.
So it is going to be 2nd and long. About 2nd and, say, 14. Black flips it to his receiver out of the backfield, who's able to get free downfield, pick up the lost yardage, and then down to midfield. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Wolfpack.
I'm going to tell you what, number 29, DeAndre Stevens, did a great job almost stopping that play. He put a big hit on the quarterback, regardless if he got the ball away or not.
So 3rd down and 5. Coming up for the Wolfpack. I'll give you another update in that Cobras Gladiators game here in a moment. 3rd down and 5. Black takes the snap, gives it to his running back, who got to the line and was driven backwards, able to fall forward for about another yard. So it'll bring up a 4th down and call it close to 4.
Another LeBray player, number 2, Nathan Watson, the linebacker, came up and just stamped him. I wouldn't be surprised if he had number 2 on his numbers now.
So it'll bring up now 4th down and a long 4. Black overlooks the defense, claps a second time, takes the snap, goes underneath with the screen. Receiver cutting across, made the catch, and then follow with a little kicking motion towards the Federals bench that did not draw a flag.
Yeah, again, I have to mention it, the chagrin of some of the coaches in the booth. Number 11, Miguel Burgess, the defensive back, the cornerback. These guys, specifically the DBs for the Federals from last week to this week, they have been having their heads down and they are not keeping an eye on the ball. They have to pick those heads up.
It's going to be a run right up the middle by Smiley. And he's going to be all the way down to about the 25-yard line. And somebody got their helmet popped off at the end of the play.
Yeah, you heard that all the way up here.
2nd quarter, Gladiators now lead the Cobras 8-0 after a safety.
Ooh. Very interesting. Well, hey, you see things change real quick on a big play.
So after the big 1st down run for the Wolfpack, brings up a 1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Black, 2 receivers to each side, running back to his right. He'll swing the tunnel screen out. Receiver made the catch. Now he's going to try and cut back across midfield. He broke a couple of tackles and turned what looked like a broken play. He caught the ball with the knee down, but you go by pro rules. He wasn't touched. He can get up and go.
No, and they've got some really good speed on that Wolfpack team. And, you've been getting players who've just been very unselfish, hats on hats. There was that one lineman put a big hit on number 7, the DB over there.
Gain of 8. They're going to run it on 2nd down and 2. And another big stick by this Federal defense on Javon Mangum, the running back, number 5.
That was number 11, Miguel Burgess. The cornerback came up and just put a big hit. Maybe he heard me talking about whiffing that tackle. Well, he sure came up and made up for it that play.
Third down, just about 2 to go for the Wolfpack. Going to substitute out one of their offensive linemen who came up a little gimpy to that far sideline. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left side. Running back to the right of DeAndre Black on third down and short. Black to throw, steps up in the pocket. He'll have the first down, got to the outside, dives for the goal line, and he's in for the touchdown and adds it off with a backflip after the touchdown run.
It's a real shame. They start to look like they're going to become that bend but not break, but just when it starts to look that way, they do break, and they're just not capable right now of being able to keep them out of the end zone on some of these series. Again, I'm noticing problems with just basic things that you would think at this level would be taken care of, like whiff tackles, having their head down, not looking where you're trying to drive through.
And once he broke contain to the outside, it was just a matter of would he be able to stay in bounds for the touchdown. Billman on for the extra point. Low snap, low line drive, kick is no good. 9:49 to play here in the third quarter. It is now the Stark County Wolfpack 19, the Mahoning Valley Federal 6. We're back after a quick break on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
In the Valley, football is king, and the Mahoning Valley Federals are looking to build the 2024 roster with talent forged in this area to compete for a Tri-Point Football League championship. If you're 18 and older and looking to return to the gridiron, call General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099 or visit the team on Facebook at Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley. From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
$9:49 to play, third quarter, and this Federals offense needs to respond right here on this possession of their first of the third quarter.
Yeah, they definitely do. They have to step up and start to play, like they did when they got those 6 points in the first half. This game is not out of reach for them. I mean, they got 2 quarters left. They have the players. They've shown that they can put points up real quick. They just have to play mistake-free football.
So the Wolfpack will kick. Caden Billman's kick is away. Going to return this to the outside. Now cutting back across the field, breaking a couple of tackles, and diving down to about the 28-yard line. On the return, that is Ryan Royster, number 5 on the return for the Federals.
That's what they need. They need a little bit of excitement, especially in an area that they've been lacking at. It's that third phase, special teams. Get excited, everybody. Start to do good things in those areas that you have been doing poorly, and you will start to possibly put some points on the board.
Federals on the road the next 2 weeks, January 8th. At Tuscarawas County Warriors, and June 15th at the Erie Express.
It's going to be exciting seeing how these seasons end up.
2 receivers to the right, 2 backs behind the quarterback. They're going to pitch it, and the receiver's going to throw it underneath. And they had a man deep that was wide open downfield. That was number 21, Marshall Mays, but absolutely no time at all for Miguel Burgess to throw the football.
And that's exactly what we're talking about, is those types of plays where guys' heads are down on tackles, guys are not running the correct routes or paying attention to the point of, I might be open and get a ball here. I better pay attention where the quarterback is going. These are mistakes that you shouldn't have at semi-pro level. A lot of people joke, well, it's semi-pro. but it is above high school. You've learned a lot of these things already. You shouldn't be making these little mistakes.
Second down and 10 for the Federals. DiMatteo has two backs with him in the backfield. One receiver out to the right side. Now going to move out to the far side, outside of the slot receiver. That's Marshall Mays. We're going to run it on second down, and that stuffed Ryan Royster had no place to go up the middle.
That was a good job by, I believe that was number 45, D. Wheat, the defensive lineman for the Wolfpack. He's had a decent game.
So that's going to bring up third down and about 12 now for the Federals. 8 minutes, 20 seconds to go, third quarter. 19-6 is the lead for Stark County. DiMatteo looking to the sidelines for the play call. It's two receivers to each side, and
what is going on here?
He's a receiver short.
See, again, these are mistakes that should not be happening.
So they'll bring on an actual running back. That's Robert Smith. They snap the ball. DiMatteo throws, and that pass will fall incomplete. And starting to see a little bit of extracurriculars after plays. That DB just took a little extra shot on the Federals receiver after the play was over.
Well, you're also seeing frustration on the part of the Federals. You know, they're having breakdowns and small kinds of issues that shouldn't be happening. And that player for Stark County was number 11, Culbertson, who made that last play there, and it got a little chippy. It's more or less getting chippy. I'm seeing it from the black and the green. They're down 19-6. This is the point of the game, getting close to the fourth quarter, that guys start getting angry.
So it'll be Chris Williams to punt the football away. Single returner back deep inside the 40-yard line for the Wolfpack. And a player, we were a man short for the Federals, so they get an extra man on in protection. Get him up on the line. Snap to Williams, gets away a nice kick. High, wobbly kick that's going to check up. And at about the 34-yard line. So that's where the Wolfpack will take over with 6 minutes and 55 seconds to play in the third quarter. So Federal's not able to get anything going offensively. Now give the ball back to Stark County.
Yeah, definitely not what you wanted to see. Defenders are definitely going to be getting more and more tired. They're spending a lot more time on the field. You got to get them off. After that short halftime, guys are tired already. They get a lot less than what they're used to, and you do not want to deal with this quick, high-scoring offense. I almost said North Carolina State of this Wolfpack from Stark.
They fired the football into the back judge, who made probably the best catch we've seen so far this afternoon. So the play call coming in from Darwin Finley the second, a wide receiver who goes slot to the right side. Two to the right, two to the left, single back in the backfield with DeAndre Black, the quarterback. One clap for Black, turns the ball over, rolls to his right side, looking downfield, throwing on the run, and that pass is going to be, I'm going to say that is a good catch. And a first down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Couldn't quite tell if he got two hands under that dart of a throw from DeAndre Black.
Yeah, and we don't have instant replay here. I can't see the number. He's coming off to the sidelines here, the defensive back there. That is that's number 38, 28. No, Yes, number 28, Rod Smith Jr., and he's doing what I didn't like seeing out of some of these guys last week. Mad that they made a bad play. Just don't worry about it. Forget about it and move on.
Trips to the right, tight end, flexed off the line to the left side. Black back to throw, feeling the pressure, rolling out to the right. Going to look downfield, and that pass is incomplete at the 15-yard line as he was looking downfield for Darwin Finley II, and the incompletion brings up 2nd down and 10.
You know, that was a good job by the defensive end, David Pringle, number 9, pressuring him. You know, that's why that play didn't work out for the Wolfpack. He did a very good job getting good penetration and good pursuit.
2nd down and 10, 5:04 to play here, third quarter, 19-6 Stark County leading Mahoning Valley. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left side, tight end on the left, just off the line. Black claps, second time, takes the snap, fakes the tunnel screen, bouncing to the outside. He's just going to throw this one away, and it's knocked away and incomplete. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
That's the first whiff I've seen out of George Freeman, that defensive end from Glenville, the entire game. I'm giving him a pass because the guy's been lights out all night.
That was a nice job of pushing the quarterback Black to the sidelines, using that boundary as an extra defender.
Yeah, good penetration. And again, the guy, we've been calling his name all night long. So definitely not somebody you want to rip up from missing a tackle there. He was at least causing great penetration.
Big 3rd down coming up here for the Wolfpack. And the Federals looking for a stop to get the ball back. Trips right, single receiver left side, single coverage. Black takes the snap, hands off to his running back. That's Overand Hubbard, and Hubbard looked like he got a little bit of a head start on that snap of the football, but no flag.
I'm going to tell you another defender that I've been watching and who's been having a good game tonight is linebacker number 2, Nathan Watson from LeBray. He's had some really big hits. I've liked the play that I've seen from him as well.
So bring up 4th down and call it 7 to go for the Wolfpack. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left side. Single back in the backfield next to DeAndre Black on 4th down and 7. Black 2-step drop. Rolls to the right. Going to fire to the outside. That pass is caught just past the sticks. And that is a 1st down for Stark County.
Yeah, they're just going to the, back to that well that they know what works. You go back to the same plays that worked all night. And guys are tired. You're starting to see it. The hands on the hips, the heads down.
That sidearm sling reminded me of a pretty good former high school quarterback from Boardman. I guess things went okay for him after he left Boardman.
Which one are we talking about?
We're talking about the one that played for the Browns and the Cowboys.
Oh, okay. You're talking about Mr. Kosar.
I am. He had that little sidearm sling that reminded me of Barney.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, but you got a Steelers fan right here, so I had to think about it.
Do they still play football over there?
They still do. Yeah, they've never lost their franchise.
That's Black on the carry, and he's going to get about 6 yards to the outside and set up a 2nd down and short for the Wolfpack.
7 Super Bowls, too. Did you know that?
Yes, but when I talk about one of the best high school players the Valley's ever produced.
No, I agree. Bernie Kosar was absolutely phenomenal at any level. When he was at Boardman, when he was at Miami and won a national championship in college, and then with the Browns, the guy was lights out. He proved he was one of the best ever, and he was so close at getting that Super Bowl.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Sorry, but they play great. The guy almost did it.
2nd down and about 4 to go for the Wolfpack. 2 receivers to each side. They will run it on 2nd down with Overand Hubbard. And Hubbard's going to have enough for a Wolfpack 1st down. We're under 2 minutes to play in today's third quarter.
Yeah, Hubbard has had a good game offensively, very shifty running back. He hits the holes hard. You know, that offensive line, we talked about it before the game started. It starts up front, and that massive line for the Wolfpack has been the deciding factor this whole game.
Hubbard will get it again. This time he'll pick up a couple that get swallowed up by that interior of the Federals after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. We approach a minute to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, good job by a host of Feds on that play, but led by number 88, Dalton Stout, the linebacker tight end.
Black going to have a single running back to his right, twins to each side of the formation. They run it again. This time it's number 5. That's Javon Mangum on the carry. And it's going to set up third down and about 4 to go.
I believe that hit was from, was that Jalen Dodson? He was from East. Graduated in 2013. So, hey, guys are coming back and they're playing. I love it.
Sometimes the itch to play never goes away.
Oh, I still got it. If my body would allow me, I'd be out there too.
Swing the ball to the receiver out of the flat. Made the first man miss. Second man there to make a nice tackle. That's Darwin finally on the reception.
Jazier Graham out of Warren Harding. He looks like he has a cramp on the field, number 10. He's the one who made that play. He did a great job getting down and making that shot. So they just need to stretch him out, and this is a good chance for the team to get getting a little water into them.
So they have stopped the clock with 3 seconds to go in this quarter with the as you said, with Graham down on the field. And the training staff's tending to him. And you said initially it did look like a cramp. He was trying to work it out himself, and now they've got
we know what happens on the field, and stay down. Let's get the guys a little bit extra rest.
That never happens.
No, never.
Well, you sometimes you'll hear the announcer say he came up with a cramp at the right time.
Right. Yeah.
You got 3 seconds left. What are you doing? He's probably got a different time.
What are these referees doing?
So they said after the injury, it's going to run out before they get a playoff. So we were just going to run this to the end of the third quarter. After 3 full from St. Christine Field here in Youngstown. Stark County Wolfpack 19, the Mahoning Valley Federal 6. We're back after a break on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
SNK, painting your house today. SNK, painting your house
SNK Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solution. Call SNK Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
SNK, painting your house today.
Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Ready to begin the fourth quarter here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network. 19-6 is the lead for Stark County, and of course this is the first of 2 meetings with Stark County. They will play once again on June 29th.
Could be a revenge game.
A little reverse. The ball was fumbled on the turf. And the Federals have recovered the fumble and turned away this Wolfpack offense, And now the Federals have the ball back. They got the big stop they needed to begin this quarter. Now they have a chance to see what they can do with it offensively.
That's huge for the Federals. You know, they got to make something up with this, though, Mark. They have to get some points on the board. You got to get your offense rolling. Too many heads down, too many hands on the sides. Get that offensive line rolling.
You know, they've been able to come up with some big stops throughout the game, but the problem has been when they get the stops, it puts a long field in front of the offense. I mean, not that you don't want the stop, but then have a long offensive field to work with.
It does. And, you know, then you have a defense who has been on the field the majority of the game. So you have, you know, situations that you got to change or deal with regardless of what kind of situation you're in right now. 19-6 with 14:53 in the fourth quarter. Definitely still within reach if they could put something together.
DiMattia and the offense back out on the field. Got two receivers, go to the right, single back in the backfield, reverse handoff to the tailback, and he is going to be driven to the turf after a short gain. And we've got a couple of guys tangled up after the play was over.
They slapped each other's head. It's all good. That was a good job by number 31 on defense. I need to find him here. I'm not seeing him. Maybe he's on offense.
Well, that was DeAndre Stevens, the D tackle who doubles as a fullback on that carry for a gain of 1.
That was M. Ashland, one of the linebackers. My bad. He was hiding there on the page.
So 2nd down and 9 for DiMattia and the Federals. Single receivers to him. Out each side, single back in the backfield. DiMattia rolling to the outside, and they just took off, and Wolfpack thought he fumbled the football, but the knee was down. It's 3rd down.
He was definitely down. That was a good play by the defensive lineman, number 45, D. Wheat, who's had some big plays throughout this game.
So 13:30, clock rolling here in the fourth quarter of the season opener for the Federals from St. Christine's Field here in Youngstown. DiMattia brings the troops to the line of scrimmage. The split 2 to the right. Now 2 to the left side. Single back with him in the backfield. That's the fullback, DeAndre Stevens. DiMattia sets up the little screen and in and out of the hands of Ezeal Brown, number 1.
It's a lot of the same mistakes again. I'm sorry to bring it up, but it's the truth. The same thing that happened last week, a lot of drop passes and whiff tackles.
I'm going to say that blame was equal to go around. That kind of throw on that distance, maybe you take a little off the fastball. You got to catch it no matter what, but maybe you pull back a little bit on the throw too.
Definitely a two-person, situation there, of course. There was a ton of problems that the quarterback had last week against the Gladiators, and he still needs to fix some of them.
So 4th down. Federals facing a 4th down and 9, and they are going to punt the football away. It's Chris Williams, number 4, to kick the ball away.
Ooh.
That one off the side of the foot of Williams is going to give a very, very short field to the Wolfpack as just kind of went off the side of the foot and out of bounds. And DeAndre Black and the Wolfpack are going to be set up in good field position.
Definitely starting to see that certain kind of walk you get from the team that knows that they have everything within reach. You have that offensive defensive line for the Wolfpack that definitely has played lights out the majority of the time. If you want to look at that O-line, I mean, that line, just 3 of those guys have to weigh 1,000 pounds, guaranteed. And they're moving. They're not just stationary. So they're doing some good things, and that's where this game has been being won, on the line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack with the ball at the 20-yard line. Twin receivers each side of the formation. Single running back in the backfield is Smiley to the right of DeAndre Black. Smiley, the second, goes in motion to the slot. Low snap, and they're going to knock him down right there on the turf. Sliding in once again to make the play. That's George Freeman Jr. He's been all over the field using his speed. Been difficult to block.
Yeah, he's had a great game. Again, he's been that bright spot for this defense all night. Every time you see the ball, he's around it. If he's not making the play, he's standing right there.
2nd down, 18, loss of 8 on the sack with the low snap. 12 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Twin receivers to each side. Smiley, the running back. Black fakes it to him, flips it out to the outside, and the momentum carries Benson out of bounds after making the catch. It's going to set up a 3rd down and long now for the Wolfpack.
You know what makes me nervous about how close that fence is? It reminds me of the Marshall's gaff with the cart on this at the how horrible that was. That's a situation. They're so close over there, someone could get hurt.
So 3rd down and long for the Wolfpack. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left side. Slot receiver, left side, comes in motion to the right. Black looking to throw. Now he's going to take off downfield, fire to the back of the end zone, overshoot everybody, and incomplete. And, I never know when I show up at a press box that I'm going to run into one of my old broadcast partners standing behind me. Ryan Bonacci's here.
No, I was just going to say, you have a fellow Ursuline graduate there wearing the beautiful Notre Dame
This
attire.
is what I don't like, this.
See, but if I wasn't calling the game, that's the stuff I would be wearing. So, he looks great.
My team's won the last 4 head-to-head. That's all I know. I might not have a spot in the booth in 3 weeks.
I was
if I
at
keep this
that
up.
game. They were lucky. They were lucky to win that last one.
I'm going to be doing the game from the roof in 2 weeks. 4th down. Twins to each side. Slot receiver again goes in motion, left to right. Black looking to throw, looking to that right side, looking one-on-one, jump ball, knocked away and incomplete. There's been good outside coverage in the second half. Couple of times in that first half, receivers were able to beat the Federals' DBs, but the balls were overthrown. They've made some good adjustments.
They have made some adjustments. They just need to stay more regular with them.
So the turnover on downs gives the ball back to the Federals. 10:50 to play in the game. We're back after a quick break on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club fitting center, and an Odyssey fitting studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Off the timeout, DeMattia to throw, steps up in the pocket. He's got room to run. Try to cut back, and he was pulled down at a nice open field tackle by the Wolfpack. Again, that's big number 69, who was he's for a defensive end, he's a very sideline-to-sideline type player.
Yeah, I've been impressed by his lateral movement in this game. Some of these players, the bigger ones, you don't expect them to move so well. They actually move very well.
So 10 minutes, 15 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. DeMattia now has 2 running backs, 1 to each side, single receivers to each side. On second down and about 5 to go. Gives it on the inside. Handoff, ball flies in the air. One of the offensive linemen there to grab it, which, is always an offensive lineman's dream, but then he got his legs taken out underneath him, and good thing he held on to the football.
He did a great job, heads-up play, grabbing it. Trust me, when that ball comes in, you don't expect it. It's coming fast. A lot of times you get the whoa, and it, hits your face mask or your chest, but the quick ones get it, and he got it.
So we've got a player down with a cramp, so it gives me a minute to ask. Did you ever get your hands on the ball?
I did. I got 1 interception with a touchdown when I was in high school. It was I was playing defensive tackle, right defensive tackle. I think it was against Cleveland John Hay, which was terrible. The other defensive tackle, Mark Myers, actually put his big paw up, hit the ball, went in the air. I caught it, and I had a bevy of Irish surrounding me as I went in. Only time I ever got a peck. Only time.
And, and then the opportunities don't come around that often.
No. I got some fumbles, but that's when you're on the ground getting shots between the legs and people biting you. And
yeah, I've heard it's slow to get up and making its way to the sideline. That's Ryan Royster for the Federals with a nice applause. But I was going to say, I've heard some stories about what goes on in those piles, and that is not for the faint of heart.
Now, I heard one story. I remember it was on one of those stories they do like on prime time about a dad and his player at some school, and he was sharpening the clips on his helmet like razor blades, and then he was cutting people on purpose, and his dad was a part of the whole picture.
Yeah, that's not how you want to teach the game to your son. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, well, they started seeing all these players have cuts all over their arms and everything. They're like, what's going on here?
Second down and 6. We approach 9 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. 19-6 is the lead for the Wolfpack. Have 2 receivers to the left, tight end to the left, 2 backs in the backfield. DeMattia to throw. Swings it out, the ball deflected, and they had 2 receivers in the same area, had a tight end and a wide receiver. They had Jonathan Calhoun in the same area with Dalton Stout, and neither one of them able to come up with the football.
Yeah, and that was one of those situations, well, you catch it. No, you catch it. I'm surprised Stout didn't. He's had some really big plays in this game. He's had great blocks the majority of the game as well. I've been impressed with Dalton.
Third down, just about 6 yards to go for the Federals. Time of the essence with 8 minutes and 44 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. DeMattia to throw. Goes over the middle as running back makes the catch and immediately got tackled upon receiving the football. That'll keep the clock moving and bring up a fourth down.
Just guys are just getting, tired. You have a team that's up, 19-6, and these are situations defensively you get to pin your ears back, like I always say. You're ahead a couple scores, you get to do a little bit more defensively with sending more people, taking chances with blitzes and things like that, and it's just starting to eat them up.
And you can see the safeties keep dropping a little deeper each play for the Wolfpack. They rotated a safety over. They'll have a single high safety. DeMattia to throw. Flips it out. Receiver made the catch. Made the first man miss. Got across midfield. 45-40. And he'll be out of bounds with a first down. And when we've seen the big plays out of the passing game, credit has to go to the other receivers for blocking downfield.
Yeah, there's a lot of unselfishness in that wide receiving group. They've done a really good job with that.
Trying to get this tempo picked up a little bit here now.
Yeah, they need to have a little more, excitement going, and they need to realize that there isn't much time here.
Big catch. That's Jonathan Calhoun who had that first down reception. And I like the change they made, too. They're keeping in DeAndre Stevens at a fullback spot, trying to pick up that pressure. DeMattia to throw. He's going to run it. And he'll get down to the 35-yard line. He's going to pick up about 3. And they're trying to push the tempo again with 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, these are the moments you don't walk to the line of scrimmage. You get everybody clap, sprint to the line of scrimmage, and get off.
Second and about 7 from the 35-yard line. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left side. DeMattia to throw. Pulls it down. Got his eyes downfield. Now he's just going to tuck it, go, get what he can.
Nice.
Get out of bounds, and might have got a late hit, but there's no flag.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. DeMattia actually put a big hit on number 25. That is, let's see, B. Mibry, who came up to make the hit, and he got popped. That was one of the times when the quarterback actually had the big hit.
You know what? I like DeMattia running the football. He's not a speedster, but he can make plays with the ball. We've seen that throughout the evening.
If he gets guys to block for him, if he gets his offensive line to open some holes, and he gets his receivers to be unselfish like they've been showing they are, you get big holes that open. And he put a big hit on that DB. Who's down, Mark? Do you know?
They're being tended to by the federal staff, but I can't see. We also have the coaching staff from the Wolfpack over there as well. So while they look at him, let's step aside, see if we get you a number on the player down on the field. You're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One network.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with TrackMan, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One network.
Down player was for the Wolfpack, and he is being helped up off the field with some assistance.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't look good, Mark.
That is Engel, number 10.
He's had a big game for them.
Yeah, they're carrying him off the federal side of the field, cross field to that Wolfpack bench.
And you never, ever, regardless of who you're cheering for, who you want to win, you never want to see guys, I cringe whenever I see injuries.
So, Federals with 6 minutes, down by 13 with the football. I will come to the line of scrimmage.
Got to get some urgency, Mark.
Trips to the right. Single receiver, that's Walt Ali to the left side. Stevens, the fullback, in there for protection. DeMattia going to take the shot downfield, double coverage. And that pass incomplete in the corner, looking for Walt Ali one-on-one, and more often than not, he's going to have the size advantage on most defensive backs.
I'm surprised it's taken this long for them to start getting him the ball. They got to get it to him more often like that. One-on-one, he will usually win that war.
5:26 to play in the fourth quarter. It's second down and 10 for the Federals. So DeMattia going to break the huddle. He'll come to the line of scrimmage. Going to have 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Ali's to the outside of the slot receiver, Brown. DeMattia to throw. Rolling out to the right side. Still looking. He's going to be sacked back at the 29-yard line. The Wolfpack pick up the ball like it's live, and it's going to be their football. It looked like DeMattia was clearly down. They're going to say the ball came loose and the Wolfpack have the football.
Well, I'm going to tell you who made that play, too. Number 69, Kay Garabrandt, the guy who had a great first half. Haven't heard his name at all in the second half. Just had a huge play there.
So with 5:20 to play in the fourth quarter, the Wolfpack have recovered the fumble. 3rd turnover of the night for the Federals. And it started off rough with the early fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, you know, it happened last week as well against the Gladiators. If there was something with the quarterback play for the Feds, he holds on to the ball too long. He has to learn to get rid of it, throw it out of bounds.
We've seen he's got the ability to run. If it's, first, second, third read not there,
come back for another play,
DeAndre Black has twin receivers to each side, single running back with them. They'll hand it off on first down, break it a couple of tackles, and out to the 35-yard line is Smiley. It's a gain of 5. It's 2nd down and 5 out to the 40-yard line.
That was a, let's see who that player is, I believe. That's number 23, Anthony Harris, tight end linebacker, had a good play for the Feds on that play. God, they got some chabots on that offensive line for the Wolfpack. Man.
Yeah, that is one of the bigger semi-pro offensive lines I've seen over the years.
They better feed them well.
2nd down and 5. Black takes the snap. He's going to throw it. Going to take a shot downfield.
There you
pass
go.
Is intercepted and returned out to the 45-yard line. So that's what happens when you throw the football.
Oh, here we go.
13.
Here we go. See, we had a huge crackback block by one of the Feds on a Wolfpack player, and their sideline did not like that, and then they jumped in and started fighting.
Right, we've got a lot of players that left the bench for the Federals.
Yeah, you got about 90% of the Federals team on the other side, and it's pretty much turned into a brawl for a few seconds.
They're trying to get everybody back, and that happened right in front of the Wolfpack bench.
And I saw it happen. You had a huge crackback block on the Wolfpack player, put him down, and then he said something to him getting up, and their sideline did not like that. You're seeing Nathan Watson, the linebacker out of La Brea, has been removed from this football game. They might be calling this game, too.
Yeah, we're waiting to see. The officials seem to be walking away.
See, you don't want to see this. This is the ugly side of it.
So we had multiple officials walk off the field to the far sideline. So unless we see otherwise shortly, I'm going to assume this game is over with 3:08 to play in the fourth quarter.
I mean, the way that the Wolfpack are acting, it looks like they're acting like they won the game's over. They're meeting at the field to shake hands. They're going to run this one off with 3:08 to go in the fourth quarter. They're meeting at midfield and shaking hands.
So this game is a final. With the 3:08 to play in the fourth quarter, this game has been called after a incident in front of the Wolfpack bench. Final score, Stark County 19 and Mahoning Valley 6. We'll take a quick break. and come back and wrap things up on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to CityView Sportscast.